Right. So, welcome all of you to the Avyakt Murli Club English. And today we listen to a very powerful Murli which reminds us that what Baba is wanting us to say about the power of thought, and particularly so about the power of concentrated thoughts. That how success is there when our thoughts are powerful and they are determined, and how that when we create thoughts, we should be acting as a detached observer in every thought and see ourselves that we have created that thought, look at it from a detached perspective, and that will in turn help us to create our final stage. And what is our final stage? The complete and the perfect stage. So, this Murli, I'll share the screen. It's 4th October 81, and let's see what Baba has to say. So, the importance of the power of thought. So, Babdada gives each of you children the experience of your final stage, that is, of your complete, perfect, and powerful stage. In this stage, you constantly experience being a master, almighty authority. You are a master, son of knowledge, and complete with all the virtues. It reminds me of this word here, experience. Baba always tries to make us an authority of experience. Baba says, Anubhavi Murat Banu. And also in our final stage, when we achieve, the service won't happen through words, through giving them gyan, or through actions. No, it will happen through a stage of the state of mind, the perfect state of mind, and that will be a stable state of mind, Mansa Seva. So for that, we have to really work on our thoughts. So Baba says, you are Master Almighty Authority, you are Master Son of Knowledge, complete with all the virtues, and you are a detached observer in every thought. This was something very new which I felt. Creating every thought, yet being detached from it, and seeing my every thought as a detached observer. Because that will help me to slow down the speed of my thoughts, because that's our common complaint. Vyarth bahut chalta hai, waste, there's a lot of waste, and that is because we really think very fast. So if we can at least decrease the speed of our thoughts, then we'll be able to watch every thought of ours as a detached observer. And it's important to detach, because then only we can transform it. Because if we are caught in that fast vicious cycle of thoughts, it will be difficult to transform. In every breath and at every second, you are a companion of the Father. You receive love and cooperation from all the elevated souls of the Brahman family. This experience is similar to when you use scientific instruments to enable you to experience things that are very distant to be very close. Like we have the binoculars, a very common example of science and technology. You look at a far off scenery, particularly a hilltop mountain, and then you see that peak of the mountain very close with binoculars. So, in the same way, through your divine vision, you can experience souls who are far away to be very close. So, just as you see, you speak to and give and take cooperation from souls who are living with you. In the same way, even if souls are living in America with divine vision, not divine vision of trance, but the divine vision of spirituality. Here it's important. Baba is really speaking about not trance, he's speaking about yoga. And that is the power of meditation, power of spirituality, not going into trance, which in Hindi says Baba, dhyan mein nahi jana. Though we also call meditation as dhyan in Hindi, but here Baba is speaking specifically about going into trance, which only a few souls go. And that Baba says is khel bal. It's all time pass. It is just playfulness. It doesn't add to your uh, the yoga, the power of yoga. So divine vision, which is not divine vision of trance, but the divine vision of spirituality, what we're able to do, you're easily able to see the souls and the Father of the souls. You would not need to labor or make effort to see a soul, but then you would naturally understand yourself to be a soul and see others as souls. That's what he's saying, that our vision, the divine vision of spirituality, should be so elevated that we don't have to labor then. Automatically, we would understand ourselves as the soul. Other people would experience soul consciousness from us. And also, through this, we would be able to give the divine vision of Baba. The consciousness of the body would be just as deeply forgotten as the consciousness of soul is forgotten from the copper age onwards. See, wow, a beautiful corollary. Baba says that as we forgot soul consciousness from copper age and realized that we are these bodies, similarly now the body consciousness will go off and deeply will understand that we are souls if we do this. You would only see souls doing everything. And it reminds me of examples of Shilu Didi. I remember one example here that in Malaysia, I think it was an experience, sorry, in Sri Lanka, yeah, that's the country. So where one of the sisters was coming to the center early morning, 5:36, and it was still dark at that point of time. Probably it is the winter time when it's dark. So a sister who was coming alone, and she was seeing that there was some stranger brother standing with not very good motives and good intention, and was trying to follow her. But she then just suddenly remembered Baba and just invoked Baba and said, Baba, you're my companion, and please give me company throughout the time I reach the center. Because that man was looking at her with not good intention. So she said that, and she just kept walking. And that brother couldn't do anything. Then, when she reached the center, something happened, some news happened, and I don't know what exactly the story is, but later that sister was asked about her experience. In that same vicinity, the brother, he committed a very bad karma with someone else, and the news came in that. And this sister then read the newspaper and she shared her experience that I was on the same night, same early morning Amrit Vela. After finishing, I was coming towards the center and I saw this brother because I think his photo was there in the newspaper or something. And then when later this brother who was convicted was asked about that why did he not really touch this woman, the BK sister. So he said, oh, I mean, I didn't see her alone. I was seeing her with some other man. So how could I do that? She was with some other man who seemed very powerful. And I was seeing that he was constantly with that sister, with that. So here you are, just trying to tell you in short that this story tells us that if we are in that pure soul consciousness, and so Shilu Didi says this, that whenever she's alone and there she's walking past in the night, even crossing Pandav Bhavan or various areas, various campuses, all these sisters, first of all, they wear white clothes and badge. That is a sign of purity. And also the consciousness they are in. It makes a lot of difference because Baba is all the time with me. So this shows that if my consciousness is purely a soul conscious state which I am in, others would get a vision of the soul consciousness from me and they would see light. Shilu Didi says that people just can't come close to you because they will not forget having intention. They won't even touch you. I mean, they forget touching. They won't even able to have the thought about you, about a vicious thought, because you're so pure and powerful that time. So you would only see souls doing everything. Souls are walking and souls are doing everything. Your physical eyes and the eye of your mind would always see the jewel on the forehead, Mastak Mani. You would naturally and constantly have the awareness of the Father and all the souls. And then what would be the language at that time? Baba is asking. It would be the language of elevated thoughts. We won't be able to speak. It is just purely the thoughts, elevated thoughts, Sresh Sankalp. You would not be those who continue to then lecture, but those who have spiritual attraction. You would easily give the experience of your form, not through your words, but through your stage, and reflect it in the mirror of your elevated life. Fantastic. So, our Sresht Jivan, वो दर्पण बन जाएगा. That will become a mirror, my elevated life. And that is because of my elevated stage. Instead of your words, your eyes would be the way you give this experience. The language of the eyes would be the language of thoughts. The power of your thoughts work at a much faster speed than the sound of your words. And this is why you must make the power of your elevated thoughts so clean that there is nothing unclean or wasteful in them. And this is known as having a clear line. Baba says clean and clear, right? For the mind, he says clean. For the intellect, he says clear. Baba says in Hindi, line clear rakho apni. So that's what he means about having a line clear. When there is no waste, because my thoughts have become so elevated, and that's because I'm in soul conscious vision, attitude, everything. And then what will happen because of this? When I have a clear line and no waste, you will experience the success of many tasks being accomplished successfully with this power of thought. It is not through your words or other physical means that you experience total success in transforming souls or the sanskars of souls who come into contact with you. So it is not through words or any other physical means through cheesing. It's everything subtle. It is with your power of thought. All of their hopes will be fulfilled totally and successfully as though they have already happened. Yeah, what Baba says that don't think of service or whether when I do this and this service, whether I'll have success. No, that thought itself is a wrong thought. Anything which we do in Baba's remembrance and for Baba is already successful. So Baba says success is already there. Samaya, safalta samai hui hai. It is already present in the task which we do, but in an elevated way. Just as you can see the different stars everywhere in the physical sky, similarly, you'll see the stars of success sparkling everywhere in the sky of the atmosphere of the world. So, Baba reminds us here, I remember, three different types of stars. First, he says, which he's mentioned here, the stars of success, Safalta ke sitare. Second, Baba says, is Umeedon ke sitare, the stars of hope. Umeedon ke, Safalta ke, and I forget the third one. Remind me the third one. It will come to me later. Not coming now at the moment. So then he says that you will be seen as the stars of success sparkling everywhere in the sky of the atmosphere of the world. At present, at present you're able to see both the stars of hope and stars of success. That's what he's saying. Umeedon ke sitare and Safalta ke sitare. Yes, that it is. Thank you, Kartika. I was wondering which one it is. Lucky stars. Lucky stars, stars of success, and stars of hope. And other ways, Baba says that you all are Gyan Sitare, stars of knowledge. That's just one aspect, but these are the three: are lucky stars, stars of success, and stars of hope. At present, Baba is saying we're able to see both of them, the hope ones and the success ones. However, at the final moments, in the final stage, there will only be you stars of success. In your elevated stage of being absorbed in love for the Father. So if स्नेह में समाये रहेंगे तो सफलता समाई हुई होगी हर एक संकल्प में, हर एक श्रेष्ठ संकल्प में. So I'll say in English, if I'm absorbed in pure love for the Father, then there will be success absorbed in every thought because my stage is so elevated, and there'll be success, success, and success, nothing but success. Your spiritual eyes and spiritual image will become such a divine mirror that every soul will be able to see his reflected form of the soul without having to make any effort. Reflected means transparent, through and through. When someone is transparent, when something is transparent, you can see through and through. So yeah, now here Baba is speaking about the soul being transparent. Such a pure consciousness of soul we have that will be reflected. Again, it's not a physical reflection, it's a subtle reflection, which Baba is saying that that soul will feel very comfortable with us because our thought, word, and action would be similar in harmony. Nothing to hide, nothing different to speak. Whatever you think, you do, and you speak. That is called a divine mirror. And because of experiencing the form of a soul within a second, they will be then attracted towards the Father and sing songs of praise of God, and will easily surrender their body consciousness. They will be able to get rid of their body consciousness. Oh, your fortune. Oh, my fortune. So this was said by Baba, and then someone, and it's written in the brackets, someone else has said that how wonderful is my fortune. Someone from the crowd would have said, someone from the dadis would have said. Because you experience this fortune, you will be able to renounce the awareness of your body and bodily relations, for it is very easy to renounce something compared to the fortune you receive in exchange. Baba says, what are you giving to me? You're receiving multi-million fold times such a fantastic fortune, and you just have to renounce this body consciousness. So do all of you want to claim this easy renunciation and fortune? Again, two beautiful Hindi words here, Tyag and Bhagya. Baba says that your fortune is so much, they should be able to see your fortune, not your Tyag, not your renunciation. And if they are just able to see my renunciation, then they'll find it a very difficult life. Or they'll say becoming a BK is so difficult. You have to renounce this, renounce that, all the dharnas, all the etc. Whatever people have, you can't eat outside, so on and so forth. That's because I am still not in my perfect form. Because I am sort of responsible for portraying that image that, oh, I have left this, I have left that. No. But if I am in the consciousness that I have received what? Multi-million fortune, then being in our company, they will feel that, yes, they will experience that energy of we getting a big fortune from our side. And then they will realize, no, it's not renunciation, it's a big fortune. So Baba says, do all of you want to claim this easy renunciation and fortune, or do you want to become those who just give? You don't think that instead of making effort for so many years, you want to become those who easily experience renunciation and fortune in the final moments. Do you? What do you prefer? Baba is asking us. And particularly, he's reminding us of the final moments. You'll experience this easily at the end, but for how long will that experience last? The shorter the time you have this recognition, the shorter the time you will accordingly have the attainment. So all of you are companions for a long period of time, and then you claim the kingdom for a long period of time. So Baba is saying Bahut Kal Ka Abhyas. In Hindi we say that if I want a fortune, if I want to be in the kingdom for a long period of time, accordingly I need to do that here. I need to make Baba my companion for a long period of time. I need to accordingly experience all the fortune, easy renunciation, all that also for a long period of time, not for a short while. Become a great donor and a bestower of blessings. This is called Dani and Vardani. Vardani is bestower of blessings. Great donor means actually Mahadani. And donate in charity your experience to the weak souls who come at the end. And this charity you perform in a second through your powerful stage will make you worthy of being worshipped and remembered for half a cycle. This is because at the end, in the final moments, all the souls will take with them the sanskars of the final experience of attainment and the revelation of your perfect form from your perfect souls, and then rest at home for half a cycle. A big sentence, but I'm sure you'll have understood that Baba says that they will experience from our perfect form, which will be revealed to them, our perfect form, Farishta, Devta, whatever they will be revealed, and then Baba also will be revealed, and then these souls will take this final experience at the end of the cycle, and then they'll go and rest at home for half a cycle, because these are those souls who will again start their cycle from copper age. They are not the BK souls, they haven't done any efforts, but they will just get the vision from our perfect stage and they'll go and rest. Some will become subjects, some will become devotees, and this is why at the final moment, their final destination will be of becoming a devotee in the copper age, because devotees are not there in the golden and silver. So they will become your bhagats, and maybe if they have done some effort, they will become your praja and come at the very late time of silver age. But if they are devotees, they'll become in the copper age, and they will become the most elevated souls in the rosary of devotees. The Baba says, Bhakt Mala hoti hai, Bhakton ki Mala. In that, they will become most elevated. Some will see you as souls who have a right to the kingdom of the world. Because they have the sanskars of subjects, they will become your subjects in your kingdom. So now you see that at centers, the sisters say that quite a few souls who don't want to come regularly for Murlis, they don't want to make effort, but they just come and say, Didi, I like to be here, I like to be in your presence. You, not the full Murli, but just tell me a few points of the Murli and bless me, put your hand on my head, so on. So these are all sanskars of Bhakti Marg, the sanskars of the devotees. And then since they are in touch with you on and off in the confluence age, so they may come in the golden age, because Baba says whoever listens to the knowledge a bit will definitely come in the golden age. But then since they have not done a lot of effort, they won't be getting a good status. It will be more of becoming subjects. So those who see you as souls who are extremely worthy of being worshipped will become your devotees. So are you experiencing this elevated stage through which you will be able to attain such elevated success? Whilst knowing the importance of the treasure of thoughts, are you accumulating the power of such elevated thoughts? So do you understand what your final stage must be? Will Bapdada also go beyond sound, or will he come into sound? Baba's asking. Because now that going beyond sound stage has already happened. In 81 he mentioned, we know Baba's part of coming through Dadi Gulzar's body stopped in 2017, which has been 7 years from now. By practicing coming into sound very little, the stage of going beyond sound will automatically then attract you. The first gate that is open is that of going beyond sound. That's the first gate. Before the gates of Paramdham, the soul world, and the gates of golden age open, that's the first gate, going beyond sound. Beautifully he said. So when will you have the inauguration ceremony of opening the gate? It reminds me yesterday's Avyak Murli, which was of November 25th November 2001. Yeah, that was the date. And Baba was saying it was that time, 9 December 2001, ORC was formally inaugurated, and Baba was speaking just a week before, a few weeks before that. So he was saying the ORC inauguration is happening soon. That time, 2001, at Murli. He says these all inaugurations are really nothing. The most important inauguration ceremony is of the confluence age, which I have done for you. And also Baba is speaking of so many gates now. Here he's speaking about inauguration ceremony of that gate. Which gate? Going beyond the sound. So you have many inauguration ceremonies in Madhuban. So is Bab Dada going to inaugurate this on his own, or you will do it with him? He's asking us directly. Therefore, are you ready? Acha, Baba will take an account of this next time. Baba has to take account of everything. That's what he's saying. Acha. So we'll stop here. And tomorrow we'll see what Baba has to say, meeting the teachers and other parties. I'll stop sharing the screen and we'll have a minute of silence and then start sharing. You can start sharing.
Om Shanti. Baba says, what does it mean to be having a clear, line? So that is to have not to have unclean and waste thoughts, right? So then our thoughts will become so powerful, and eventually it will be our language. So we will, instead of coming into sound, we start communicating with the power of thoughts. So this is the takeaway for me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. So, Not even one thought should be of body conscious, brother. Then only we can say it is clean mind. Clean mind means powerful, most powerful, Shakti-shali state.
Yeah, that's right, sister. So another thing that Baba says here is that, so that shift is happening slowly. So the physical eyes and the and the mind, right? So whatever we see, um, uh, the body, right? So the body consciousness slowly, with the practice, we will be shifting towards soul consciousness. So again, one thought that I have is, see, the 9 lakh, right? The first division. So they will become the complete form, right? Or will become an image, or will become an embodiment of the whole awful virtues, and also um, full in terms of coming into soul consciousness, complete soul conscious stage. Others, that means the rest of the souls, the 33 core, or the even in golden age itself, we have 2 crores coming. But will they all have the same stage? Or it will be only just the first division, those who are to become the perfect, deities? Manoj, where would you throw some light on this?
Yeah, so I think Baba has said about this count, as you rightly mentioned, on day one of Golden Age, 9 lakh souls come, and the end of
Brother,
Golden
your
Age.
voice is too low, brother.
Okay, is it okay now? Better?
Okay, okay, brother.
Okay. So on day one, it is 9 lakh souls. They'll be coming, and by the end of Golden Age, that is 1250 years later, that will be end of Golden Age and start of the Silver Age. It will be 2 crores. And from 2 crore to 33 crore, 33 crore is at the end of Silver Age. So the question here, which was about the first 9 lakh. So all these 9 lakh souls, which will be, it's everything. It's including, you start with Lakshmi Narayan, then all their, Baba speaks about the rosary of 8, which is the full pass, the pass with honor, what we say, the perfect ones. Then the next rosary is of 100. It's not 108, it's 100, because the 8 is already we have covered, and this is 100. These are 100 which are not the honors one, but they are also good ones, full pass that way, but not with honors. And then after that, Baba goes on to say 16,000, 16,000. Those are again the better ones. And after that, then Baba keeps saying that there are grades. Everyone is number wise, not number one, because number one is Lakshmi Narayan. So as we discuss about number wise, so when we say number wise, everything is number wise, that their effort making is number wise. The amount of purity which they are able to develop in the soul at confluence age also is number wise. Everything is number wise. Their grades at in the golden age, they may be a part of royal family. The Baba says, if not 8, and if not 100, and if not even 16,000, at least try to come in the royal family. Be at least royal. Don't become a royal subject. I don't want you to become a subject, because the one who's becoming a subject, in one way, he's not really able to put lot of effort on himself. Then if you go further in the categories, Baba says, further categories, then move out from the royal family and the royal subjects, then it is going out to what is called the Saukar, Saukar Praja, which means the subjects who are quite rich, the rich subjects. Even they have a good effort making, but obviously they are not in the royal family. And then further we have even praja ka bhi praja, which means the subjects of the subjects, das, dasis, and so on and so forth. So yes, the purity of the light of the so this Dadi Gulzar used to mention that you can make out. Dadi used to say that you can make out from the soul what is her stage, because the aura, the lightness which we have. What is our aura? Aura is nothing but what we are thinking. So if I'm able to really practice 100% soul consciousness, I will definitely be a part of the eight. Soul consciousness every night, every 24/7, every thought, every second, I'm living that. But we know that's a very difficult stage, and whatever we are, therefore we are number wise. So I think that hope so it answers. And someone has mentioned in the chat box something. Yeah, so Radhamani Bain is saying that clear line means absolutely no waste thoughts and only elevated thoughts. And these are all the yuktis, all the methods which Baba says that how will you become so elevated? You have to keep checking yourself. How much have I got rid of my waste thoughts? All of us know we have waste thoughts, but again we are also in stages, different stages. How much have we got rid of them? So it's all work in progress, we say, but as I keep saying this, that let's not, if there's work in progress all the time, if there's a construction site outside your house and the road is just being constructed on and on and on since ages, you'll really get fed up of it. And then you ask them, when will your road get ready? When will this building get ready? So on and so forth. It's the same thing here. Baba's asking us, work in progress till what time? Yeah, each one of us has to decide for our own self how much we want to still take time to become complete and perfect. Right, so the next question which comes from Sister Usha is, what does little knowledge mean? As in Murli's, it says even they will come attending exhibition or 7-day course done, and later no. Yeah, so exactly. So it's even those bystanders who just come. Baba says that for exhibition and in the museum, the ones who keep coming and going, the little they hear as well in their through their ears, such souls also will come into knowledge, because this knowledge is avinashi, it is eternal. You have had heard about it, some it has gone into your system, it will definitely produce its effect. So yes, so those will, since they haven't made any effort, so they will be in the subjects, obviously having a very no position, they'll be just a part of the subjects, and they will be of those qualities where they'll be more of bhakt quality, devotees. They will just try to worship you all the time. Right. Okay. So if not, it's 5:40. Let's go into some meditation mode.
बहुत काल की अभ्यास, brother. So while getting down from the golden age, so if the soul conscious stage, how much we practice now, then our stage will also be high, and we can enjoy more span there in that happiness stage. So those who do less efforts, I think they will get down fastly uh, than others who do more efforts now. Is it okay, brother?
Yeah, so on the contrary, when you say bahut kal ka abhyas means an effort over a long period of time. So I think you said it the other way. So if you are putting a lot of effort and you're doing a lot of purusharth in this confluence age for a longer period of time, similarly, you will get a longer period of time to stay in golden age. So you will come early in the golden age. That's what it is, because you'll spend more time in the golden age. You'll spend less time at home and Paramdham. So that's what it is. Yeah, you were right what you were saying, but you said it the other way around. Okay.
So when I reach my perfect state, so one thing that I can realize is I will be satisfied, complete satisfaction will be there, and also um, um, I will have always I will be happy. Then there won't be any waste thoughts. I will have that soul conscious stage 100%. How do I really judge myself? Am I, my perfect stage? Because everybody's number wise is becoming perfect, right? See, for example, daddies, they have all become perfect. They have attained their angelic stage. So, in that way, if I look at it, when will I become perfect? Or how will I identify that I'm okay? I'm moving towards perfection.
Yeah, so that is what we call the stage of karmatit, becoming karmatit, whereby, as you mentioned, a few values. That is, you said about satisfaction, I would rather say contentment, being contented with whatever is happening in life, being happy all the time. You know, this all and sada. Baba says this word sada. Sada cheerful ho, sada careful ho, sada khush ho, sada santushta. I mean, this sada, sada, sada word, the more I'm able to, excuse me, sorry. So, if in my effort at, in my confluence age, in my effort at every point of time, we know how we were before we came into knowledge and day one of Brahmin life, and how whatever age you are now of a Brahmin, 5 years, 10 years, whatever each one is into knowledge, we know how we were before and we know how we are. But this Sada word which Baba says that Ashtratan, the 8 jewels, these perfect, complete jewels, who are those? For example, Baba has said in the Murli that the ones who are full of those 8 powers, not in describing, but becoming an embodiment of the powers. Like they know which power to use at what time. When it is any conflict, I'm at a center. I'm just giving a very small example here. I know when to have the power to tolerate, but if I feel no, it's too much, I can't tolerate now what this one is saying, which means I'm failed there that time. So, and then I start facing that soul. I will not say directly something on his or her face, but in my thoughts I get, oh, till what time should I tolerate their stuff? At some point of the time, even I should say. So even in my thought, as today we are discussing all about thoughts and thoughts. So even if in my thoughts I'm still not able to tolerate, or there's sort of a limit, I'll say, oh, enough is enough now, I can't tolerate. So then I am not that quality soul, which is the perfect eight, which Baba says. The 8 ones are those which were the perfect ones. They are full of all the virtues all the time, all sada, and they know at what time which power has to be used. So this is a self-checking. All of us have to do it, and therefore, when we listen to Murlis, we keep doing self-checking there and then itself of whatever Baba is saying. To what extent have I inculcated that? And reminds me here of again a few weeks ago or a month, 2 months ago, Murli was said that Baba had divided us into percentages. I'm sure you all also remember. He said above 75%, that is distinction, very few souls. Below 30%, also very few souls, which are the ones which will, in the Lokik world also, we say below 35% means you're not passing, you're failing. So below 30-35%, there are very few souls. About 75% distinction are also very few souls. And majority of us are dangling between the 30-35 and 75 in between. Percentage of marks, what we have in every subject, whatever subject you want to say. So Baba says now move this thing from 35-40 to towards 75. So Baba is knowing our state, how we are. We have to move towards the distinction. And yesterday also I was listening to, suddenly something in my YouTube popped up, and it was a person sharing that how he was a BK and then he left BKs because he felt whatever he saw at the BKs, they are not good, they are this, they are that. The center in charges, they commit a lot of crime towards the junior sisters, so on and so forth. Like he had a lot to narrate. I just stopped it after listening for a few minutes. Then I realized that all of us are so lucky that we are so fortunate. We are still with Baba. We are still around Baba. We are making effort on us. And we don't have to look at other things at all. And no one to look at how this center in charge or how this senior sister or senior brother is doing. Oh, he's surrendered and he's behaving like that. Oh, he's in knowledge for 20, 25 years. He's still like that. No, we just can't look at anyone and decide and become a judge for others. We just have to keep checking ourselves, work on ourselves, and make sure that we don't leave Baba and go, because Baba says that if you look at others, you will try to move away, because no one is perfect. Just look at Baba, the Nirakari form, and Sakar, the Lakshmi Narayana, Mama and Baba, Brahma Baba and Ma Saraswati. No one else to look at. Just try to follow them, not follow sister, brother. Right? Okay. Okay, a lot of questions coming in. Let us see what Vijit Bhai is asking more. Out of 33 crore deities, only 2 crore are passing, majority are failing. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the count, going from 2 crores to 33 crores is a big jump. And yes, they are the ones which are failing. Yeah. The 2 crores are the ones which are barely passing, coming at by the end of Golden Age. Because the full ones which we say are 9 lakh coming on day 1 of Golden Age. So you're right, correct. Okay, interesting. So let's not ponder about failing now, because that gives you a very bad feeling. Let's think we're all the 9, at least in the 9 lakh, coming on the day 1 of Golden Age. And with this thought, let's move into some meditation mode, unless someone has some other question to ask. Okay, so I'll just play some soft music. Bijit Bhai, sorry, is the music audible?
Yes, Manoj bhai.
It was, okay,
Yeah, it was.
because, okay, I'll just share it again then. So I think it's audible now, okay. So Om Shanti, so let's sit back. And experiencing oneself as this beautiful, conscient light that I am, a tiny point of conscient energy that I am. Looking at my Brahmin life so far, let me just check my stage and my state of mind. Asking oneself, to what extent have I got rid of waste thoughts? To what extent have I really become clean in my mind and clear through my intellect? Because it is through these two faculties that I can proceed towards my complete and perfect form. at your Brahman journey again. Physically, I have had all the attainments which I need. What am I still looking for as a Brahman soul? Do I still really need name, fame, and recognition from someone? The answer is no. I'm fully content with what Baba has given me. I'm satisfied, I'm happy. Similarly, looking at my subtle attainments, the knowledge, the virtues, and powers, Baba has given everything to me. It is now my duty to keep using all those virtues in my interactions with everyone. And also know which power to use in what situation. So let me cleanse my thought system to such an extent, as Baba said today, that I see my every thought as a detached observer. Every thought being so clean and pure, the intention of every thought being so pure that it really makes me feel elevated, because that is what I am, an elevated soul, Sresht Atma. So with this self-checking today, let's check our thoughts as we proceed ahead with our daily chores. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Manoj Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a lovely day.